When a person with money meets a person with experience, the one with experience ends up with the money, and the one with money lives with experience. This was Warren Buffett's response on his 87th birthday when someone asked him about his best investment advice. He says that experience is the ultimate key to be a successful investor. However, what about those who are new to investing? What if you don't have any experience? Well, fortunately, you can learn from investors like Warren Buffett himself. In today's video, I am going to talk about 8 proven investment tips from Warren Buffett. You can take these investment tips and apply them to your own investing, whether you are a new investor or an experienced investor. So let's get into it. Number 1. Diversification is not always a good idea. Many good investors stress the importance of diversification, but Warren Buffett tends to disagree with the idea. Buffett says that diversification is for those people who don't know much about investing. An experienced investor should choose stock on a long-term basis and should have faith on his investments. Some investors diversify their portfolios because they are afraid that any one stock might sink their entire portfolio. So by diversifying, they might reduce the volatility of their portfolio, but at the same time, they reduce their focus on individual investments. Buffett waits for opportunities to buy good stocks, and when those opportunities come his way, he takes full advantage. As Warren Buffett says, when it's raining gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. Number 2. Invest in yourself first. As Warren Buffett says, the best investment you can make is in your own abilities. Most people are not going to make most of their money from the stock market. They are going to make it from their careers. So put yourself first. Buffett's partner Charlie Munger had a similar thought. Munger's secret to success is sell yourself an hour each day and use that hour to make yourself better. According to Paid Survey USA, 75% of Americans invest in themselves first. Trust yourself to become a successful investor. Warren Buffett says that the hardest thing is to trust your investment decisions. You always think that others are right and you are wrong. Instead, you need to study and believe in yourself. To become successful, you need to overcome the fear, and you need not to pay attention to what others are telling you. Gather knowledge and make investment decisions on your own to stand separate from the crowd and be a winner. Number 4. Make investment that you understand. Warren Buffett says many people think quite a bit before making an investment and sometimes think too much. Buffett warns that you should never invest in businesses that you don't fully understand. Buffett once says that out of about 10,000 plus publicly traded firms, he would like to invest in only a few hundred companies before even taking valuation into account. Number 5. Make sure you choose the right news to focus on. One of the best investment tips from Warren Buffett is not to put too much stock into each and every news headline that you see. Buffett believes in 99-1 rule. Most investors take action based on 1% of the financial news they consume. By doing so, they quickly sell their stocks whenever the bad news comes up. In other words, people often tend to overreact. Don't overreact. Hold the stock. Number 6. Buying a stock of a company is buying a part of a business. Imagine you are buying an ownership stake in the convenience store around the corner of your house. Automatically, you will think about the competition, suppliers, prices, etc. You will have to think both about the specific location as well as its competitive position in the market. Similarly, while buying stock, you need to think about all these things, just as the people running the business do. When you buy the stock, you are not just buying a piece of paper or a ticker symbol. Buying the stock of a company is buying an ownership stake in a business. Number 7. Learn from your mistakes and move on. You might be astonished to know that even Warren Buffett makes mistakes, but he makes sure that he learns from the mistakes. Buffett advises keeping a record of the mistakes you have made so that you know what went wrong and make sure you don't repeat them again. Buffett further says that you should share these lessons with your children and grandchildren so that They know what mistakes not to commit. Number 8. Don't be a day trader. According to Buffett, the secret to getting a better return on investment is to buy a stock and forget about it. He believes in the buy and hold mentality and insists on holding stocks for decades. So the patient investor will ultimately be rewarded if they hold on to their stocks for a longer time. For Buffett, time is the friend of a wonderful business. As Warren Buffett says, if you are not willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning a stock for 10 minutes. He says that if you constantly buy and sell stocks, it will take away a significant percentage of your returns in the form of trading commissions and taxes. So it's better to buy great stocks and hold them for a long time. I hope you enjoyed these investment tips from Warren Buffett, which can be followed by almost anyone to become a successful investor. Thank you so much for watching the video.